Hello and welcome to my YouTube channel. My name is Spirit. I hope you're doing well today. If you have noticed, I've been on hiatus for about 6 months. I am back to YouTube. My readings come to you with much love and light, and I channel information through the other side, which I call walking. And I hope you enjoy my readings. I change it up from time to time. The tapestry underneath the cards will be different. Or you may see my face. It just depends on the mood that I'm in and what's going on in life. My room that I do my readings in is going to change a little bit as well, so look for that in the future. If you are interested in a more of a private reading or any other types of readings other than astrology, please check out my information below my name. I will post some information regarding my Twitch stream, regarding my Patreon, regarding my Instagram and my Twitter account, as well as a website that I am currently working on with a friend of mine. Okay? So, the deck that I'm going to be using for the month of September, I'm going to be switching it up between two decks. One of them is the Sacred Traveler deck, which is this. It's an amazing card. I will be also using this deck. I'm going to show it to you. It is called the Enchanted Map deck. This is a deck that I will pull cards from if I feel compelled to in regards to love and relationships while I'm doing your reading. So I'm going to put it over here. This is the deck that I'm primarily going to use. And then I will be pulling one card from the Spirit Animal deck. These are all the animals that speak to you. Okay? This deck is amazing. It's an amazing artist. His name, Kim Kranz. It's an amazing deck. It's called the World-Renowned Animal Spirit Guidebook that comes with it. Usually I don't read from the guidebook for any of my decks. I do it all intuitively. But this deck is so accurate that I always read what comes from the book because it's usually 100% accurate when it comes to reading. So I'm going to put that over here. And so we're going to shuffle the deck. The way I do readings is I shuffle the deck and see what falls out, and whatever cards fall out pertain to you. Usually when I do YouTube videos, they're uploaded on my Patreon first before you see them here on YouTube. It's a subscriber donation basis site called Patreon. If you are interested, the link is below. I have tiers on the channel. I think the lowest one while I'm talking to you is... The cheapest tier is $5.55 a month over there, and it goes from there. And they're amazing. They offer free readings on a monthly basis, a weekly video bonus content in regards to affirmations or some type of information that I feel you need to hear as a group, as well as bonus content throughout. If you subscribe for a full year, you get 6 month and a year bonus. You also get a birthday bonus, as well as some of the readings that are higher up in the tiers also get crystals and different things. And then starting in the new year in January, I will be doing giveaways once a month for subscribers of my Patreon as well as my Twitch channel. It's just a way of giving back to the clients that support my gifts so that I could keep offering readings and getting decks and giving away crystals and intuitive pendants and different things like that. So I'm really appreciative of any support that anyone gives me. Also too, a lot of times the messages need to get through to certain people, and I try to tweak my prices for private readings so that the person gets what they need out of the reading. Unlike a lot of other readers, and I'm not judging them, they do it just completely different. I am not tarot taught. If you haven't watched my welcome video, I am not tarot taught. I am spirit guided and channeling information to you directly. So I wanted to make sure I put that message out there. And these may not pertain to everyone. These readings are for who needs to find them, and they are not time sensitive. So meaning, even though I uploaded it in the month of September 2020, does not mean that it's only for this month. You can find this video next year in September and it may pertain to you. It just depends on the messages that you need to hear from the other side. I hope that makes sense for all of you. I'm going to wait for one more card to fall out, and then I am going to take one card from the deck above here, the love deck. I am getting drawn to pull one from there. Alright, so here we go. We got a lot of cards here. So let's do this. So we're going to pull one of these while I fix this. Let me fix this. And I will show the cards to you. The camera's set up this way because I want you to be able to see how I lay things out, but I also want to show you on the camera. Alright, so we're going to pull one more card. Oh, that's the card that's meant for you. Alright, here we go. I'm going to sit for a minute. Take a drink. Okay, here we go. Oh, before I forget, the person that I'm reading for, this is for Cancer. Cancer, this is a reading for Cancers. Now make sure you go and look at where your sign falls, because sometimes in the astrology charts, which I'm not an expert at, you may be a Cancer, but you may fall in a different house, so this may not resonate with you. If it resonates with you, it was meant to be read by you, watched by you. However, not all Cancers this may resonate with. It just depends on where you fall with the timelines. A lot of times I am a Cancer, but Cancer readings that I find on YouTube from some of my favorite readers are not usually accurate. And so I'll move on and look and see where my house is and all that stuff. And a lot of times Gemini is something that I tend to relate to more than Cancer. It just depends. Cancers, 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 Cancers. Boy, I'm getting heavy, heavy, heavy vibes from Cancers. Lots of change. Lots of change. It's almost like an ocean of change, right? The waves. Kind of like when you watch surfers, right? You can watch surfers and every single wave that you see when they're surfing is completely different and beautiful, right? Like the skies, when the skies change after a storm. That's this vibe that they're showing me, which is beautiful yet could be very violent, right? A lot of turmoil, but yet so beautiful. It's almost like after a storm when you see a beautiful, beautiful rainbow. It's the same idea. There is light at the end of the tunnel. This struggle, this intensity that I'm feeling right now, heaviness in my shoulders, sadness in my heart is going to pass. Please know, have patience. I too am going through similar, and so this is heavy for me. So please know this is a personal message from me as well as a Cancer. I am doing the same. Remember, there's always going to be light at the end of the tunnel if you continue to see faith in things that you're working on. Love is around you. Support is around you. You just need to open up to it, okay? So, the Wandering Path. The Wandering Path is a card that is for those of you who have a creative side to you, okay? What that means is you may have something that you're semi-good at and you've been wanting to maybe embark on doing it more, but you feel like maybe it's stupid because you don't think it is as good as you thought. We are so hard on ourselves, Cancers. I'm telling you, Cancers are very hard on themselves. I am one of them. Fucking go for it. Oh, also too, I swear a lot on this channel. If you're not comfortable with cussing, I may not be your reader. But a lot of times Spirit will say things. I mean, I'm part Italian, so cussing is just part of who I am. I don't mean it as an insult. It's just who I am. This is, go for it. If there's something that you want to do artistically, it could be anything. It could be writing, painting, drawing. It could be making something like, maybe something you make as a gift for people like I do, and maybe it will come into a business. Take the chance. It's not stupid, because guess what? Anything that you do artistically is therapeutic for a soul. Do you hear me? Therapeutic for your soul. Very much so. Very, very much so. Now, the Faraway Places is a travel card. So, the Cancers that I'm reading for that this resonates with have been thinking about going somewhere far away. Maybe several different trips. Maybe you made a list of places that you want to see before you're no longer here on this earth, right? Make journals, make lists of places you want to see, watch more videos about places that you may want to visit, look at culture. I've been doing that this last year in my spiritual path and my healing of myself. I've been writing a bucket list of places I'd like to visit someday and why. And I'll occasionally go either on the cable channels and look at different things on, what is it called, the History Channel. And there's another channel that does that. As well as I will go on YouTube and look up food in different cultures. Right now I'm following my friend who's another streamer on Twitch who lives in Denmark, and I've been researching food in Denmark. He cooks on his channel and I'll ask him about the food. And I just love finding out about places that I someday want to visit. So this is something that you continue to do. It's really good. I made myself a travel PowerPoint slide that shows different places I want to visit. One of the major places I want to visit is New Zealand. So I even have a New Zealand slideshow of different things that I want to see. This is something because you're putting it in a visual alignment in your energy. So you may be able to manifest it. I hope that makes sense. It's one of those things we don't think about, right? The wondrous universe, walking in beauty. Good gods, this is amazing, this reading. Beauty, you don't see beauty within yourself, Cancer. Other people see it, but you can't see your light, or you don't see all of your light. I am the same way. I have a really hard time with certain insecurities that I have in seeing the light within me. Remember, you are light. You are love. You are, your soul is what it is. It's light. Sometimes we hide that light because we're so held down by the heaviness of the world. But remember, the world has your back. You just need to be kind to yourself. Self-care is huge, especially for female energies. When I talk about female and male on this channel, I don't mean gender, I mean energy. I am a huge misbalance right now. I have more male energy than female energy, and I'm working on my female side. So be kind to yourself. If you're someone who wants to go get your hair done, get your nails done, go to the gym, go on a walk, go fishing, these are things that are healthy for you in self-care. You're not doing enough of it, Cancer. I know I don't, but you're definitely not doing enough. Now the Distant Thunder card, clear the air. Cancer, there's somebody in your life, I'm going to show you the card, or a group of people in your life that you've been teetering on whether or not they're healthy for you. Everyone's path is personal to themselves. You are the only one that can make the choice whether or not you want to distance yourself from these people or things or places. I don't think it's work related. I think it's friendship related or even family related. But you need to set your boundaries if you're going to keep these people in your life. And whoever's watching this and this is resonating with, you know who I'm talking about. It could be a group of people. It could be one specific person that acts like they're more than one person, right? We all know that person. Sometimes we need to distance ourselves. Maybe take a break for a while. Go out into the wilderness. Go out into the forest. Go out into the beach. The beach is one of the best places for a Cancer to go and recharge. I have not been to the beach because of the virus going on. But I usually take a ride to the Mississippi. Okay? And I go to the beach by myself. Sometimes I'll take Pugsley with me because he's very good at the beach. And I just walk with the sand in between my toes and the water and the air, the salt air and the seagulls and the birds. And I just take it all in. It's so good for our soul to do that from time to time. The same in the forest. I go to the woods over here by the park and I'll take the dogs with me sometimes. Sometimes I'll just go by myself and I will sit in the ground and just ground myself and just sit and take in the wonders of the world. This is something that we don't do enough of, Cancers, but I'm telling you, it's very important in your path in life to make sure that you ground and center yourself, especially when you have a lot of things going on in your life and maybe a lot of people's energies affect you like they do me. Discovering truth. You stand in light of truth. You stand in the light of truth. This is you accepting who you are. There's a time in your life where we just sit in awe in the moment of epiphany? Yes. where you're realizing that you are a better person than you think you are, right? And you need to sit in that. A lot of times when we go through struggles, we look in the mirror at ourselves and we're not really sure where we're headed. We just feel like we're just going through the motions. I've done that a million times. Just know we shouldn't, and it's a normal thing for a Cancer to do this, because I do it. Thinking 50 steps ahead is not going to help you. It makes you feel overwhelmed. It makes you feel stressed. It makes you feel anxious. And we also are constantly, and I'm going to say this to every damn Cancer that's watching this, that this resonates with. We are always doing things for everyone else at the expense of our own happiness. Do you hear me? This is a common theme for Cancers. I am telling you, you are no good to your children, to your husband, to your wife, to your family, to your friends, to yourself, until you start being what they call selfish, which is bullshit. It's not selfish. Start self-care. It is so important. This is the theme in this reading today, is self-care and accepting your truth, whatever that may be. That's just Pugsley. He's moving around. Come here, Pugs. Taking shelter. The answers are within. This is the same thing with self-care. Going somewhere. Taking shelter doesn't mean like locking yourself up in the house like I do. This means taking shelter, going somewhere where you can be yourself and express yourself. What I just said a minute ago about going to the beach, going to the woods, going fishing, going somewhere where you can be yourself and tap into what you need to do to clear your head, to move along, and the answers will be shown to you. It's kind of like when you're going through like a relationship problem, as they're showing me, right? And you want answers. You can't do it in your household because there's too much going on. You need to go somewhere where you can connect with your soul and sit and quiet your mind and listen. That's very important when it comes to that. Now, I will say, through this whole reading that came out for you, Cancer, it's this one card that I'm about to pull right now may not resonate with all of you. But this card is passion and pleasure. Savor your life. I feel like this person I'm reading for may not be in a relationship, but could be in a relationship where it's not like, what's the word I want to use? It's not like official boyfriend, girlfriend. I hope that makes sense. Or husband, wife, or whatever it may be. It doesn't necessarily need to be male and female. It could be any gender. Savor your life. This means don't lose yourself in the other person. Just because you start a relationship with somebody doesn't mean you need to lose yourself. This is something, that Cancers, me guilty too, do all the time. Do not lose yourself in that relationship. Make time for yourself. You are just as important as the person you're with. Okay? Now the bonus card I pulled was from the love deck. Balancing act. This is the theme through your whole reading, Cancer, this reading. Balancing act. All of the things I just spoke about are key in your life to make sure you take care of yourself, or you're no good to anyone else around you, including your children, your wife, your husband, your boyfriend, your girlfriend, whoever, co-workers, whatever. You need to take care of you first. I mean, Cancers, we're like that. We tend to lose track of taking care of ourselves, and then we get super stressed, and then we fall apart or we get sick. Right?